Initiative. You know what separates the poor from the rich? It's not luck, it's not family, it's not even opportunity. It's how they think. Poor people think in days. Rich people think in decades. Poor people think about surviving. Rich people think about building. Because the mind is the foundation of your reality. If your thoughts are small, your life will always stay small. A poor man wakes up every day thinking about what he needs to survive: food, rent, bills. His entire focus is on making it through the week. But the problem with survival mode is that it traps you in the same loop forever. You keep running, but you never move forward. A rich mind, on the other hand, doesn't ask, how do I survive? It asks, how do I win? It looks beyond today, on the month, beyond the year. It builds systems, not habits of desperation. See, the difference is in education, not the kind you get from a classroom, but the kind you get from observation, from mistakes, from experience. The rich man studies money, behavior, an opportunity. He learns how to make things work for him instead of always working for things. The poor man waits for a paycheck. The rich man creates multiple. One learns to depend on systems. The other depends on circumstances. You can't keep thinking about the next bill and expect to escape it. Shift your focus from short-term comfort to long-term growth, from surviving to strategizing, because the moment your mind starts planning for the future, your future starts planning for you. Most people grow up being told to be realistic, as if dreaming small somehow keeps them safe. But small dreams are cages disguised as comfort. When you dream small, you limit your potential before life even tests it. You settle for what's convenient instead of what's possible. The poor mindset says, I just want a secure job. But that mindset forgets that security fades the moment someone else controls your paycheck. The rich mindset says, I want to build something that lasts. Big dreams force you to grow. Small dreams keep you the same. And here's the truth. The world doesn't reward those who play it safe. It rewards those who take risks, those who dare to fail while others fear to try. Playing small may protect your pride, but it will cost you your progress. Initiative. If your goals don't scare you, they're not big enough. You were not born to live within limits set by others. You were meant to challenge them, to break them. Stop asking what's realistic. Start asking what's worth it. Because the size of your dream determines the size of your destiny. Initiative. And only the brave ever get to see how far they can truly go. Time is the greatest currency you'll ever own, and how you spend it decides everything about your future. Poor minds treat time like it's endless. They waste hours on distractions, gossip, and entertainment, believing tomorrow will always be there. But rich minds treat time like gold, guarding it fiercely, using every second to build, learn, and evolve. The difference is in perspective. One lives for pleasure, the other lives for progress. You can tell a person's future by how they use their free time. While most people scroll endlessly or talk about others, successful people study, plan, and create. Time doesn't slow down for anyone. It only rewards those who respect it. Every hour you spend doing nothing is an hour someone else is using to get ahead. Replace mindless comfort with meaningful effort. Learn to delay gratification, to choose growth over entertainment, to say no when your goals demand focus. Initiative. Because once you realize that time is your most valuable asset, everything changes. You stop living like you have forever, and you start moving like every minute matters. The truth is simple. How you use your time determines whether you stay where you are or become who you were meant to be. Most people look at problems and see reasons to give up. They see obstacles, unfair systems, and closed doors. But the truth is, every problem hides an opportunity that only a sharp mind can see. The poor mindset complains about what's wrong. The rich mindset studies what can be done. When something doesn't work, the average person blames the world. The successful person asks, how can I make this work for me? That question alone separates those who stay stuck from those who rise. Initiative. Life isn't meant to be fair. It isn't to be understood, mastered, and used to your advantage. The people who build wealth don't avoid problems, they solve them. Every great business, every invention, every idea that changed the world started with someone facing a challenge and deciding to turn it into something valuable. The poor see walls and stop. The rich see walls and find doors. Perspective creates power. Once you start viewing your problems as lessons and your failures as feedback, your mindset evolves. You stop reacting emotionally and start responding intelligently. Because in the end, the world belongs to those who see opportunity where everyone else only sees struggle. Real education isn't found in classrooms. It's found in the mindset you build every single day. You can earn degrees, memorize theories, and still remain trapped by limited thinking. Schools often teach you how to follow rules, but life rewards those who learn how to think beyond them. True learning starts when you begin asking why things work the way they do. When you stop waiting for someone to guide you and start guiding yourself. The poor mindset believes education ends with graduation. The rich mindset knows it never ends. Every book, initiative, every failure, every conversation can teach you something valuable. If you're willing to see it, your greatest teacher is not a professor, it's experience. Your real diploma is not a piece of paper, it's the results you create. The poor wait for someone to show them the way. The rich carve their own path through self-discipline, curiosity, and persistence. Shift your language from to how can I? And from I don't know to I'll learn. Because the moment you start feeding your mind with growth instead of doubt, you unlock the kind of education that no system can provide. The education that leads to freedom. So when you look at your life, understand this: everything begins and ends with how you think. Wealth, success, peace, purpose, they're all built in the mind before they ever show up in reality. Initiative. You can't rise with a poor mindset and expect a rich life. Change your thoughts and your world will follow. Stop thinking small, stop living in fear, and start believing that you are capable of more. The world doesn't give power, it rewards those who take it. Educate your mind, expand your vision, and watch your reality transform forever.